Lazy Bum Yakuza.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm Yutaka Makimura, an executive of the Imagawa clan. I ended up working here thinking I was applying to a normal company, which turned out to be a front company for the Yakuza. I realized this was a Yakuza's office after starting to work here. I wanted to quit, but didn't have the nerve to say it. When I realized, I had been led into becoming a real Yakuza, and I was even promoted to an executive for my good performance. On top of that, our clan is currently in a war, and the other day I was given a gat for self-protection. I want to go back to being a lazy bum. One day,
my name is Kodoka. I'm pleased to meet you.
Another doof got fooled into working here. If this guy makes himself useful, I may be able to get out. So, I got my hopes up, but…
Ah, damn it! Lost again!
He played games and slacked off during work. The opposite of useful. I was expecting him to get thrown out soon. Everyone had scornful looks on their faces, but nobody was saying anything. I soon realized why. We're helplessly lacking in human resources. So, even a doof like Kaduka was valuable manpower. Delinquents nowadays end up forming or joining in street gangs instead of becoming Yakuzas. Nobody wants to be a Yakuza anymore. So, the Yakuza have resorted to setting up front companies to basically deceive people into working for them. But as soon as they realize they've been tricked into a Yakuza's office, they quit. And if we try to persuade them from leaving, they'll go to the cops. So, we're always lacking manpower. I was an idiot for trying so hard. I panicked when I realized it was a Yakuza's office, and I was just trying not to get my ass whooped. But then that only made it harder for me to get out. Damn it! But I can understand the desperation that drives them to use front companies. The Yakuza are muscle-brained and have a strict hierarchy. Now that I'm an executive, my subordinates line up to greet me, and they polish my shoes that I leave lying around. Because I was hired by the front company, I got here by way of a fast track. I didn't have to go through the hardships of being a henchman. Those who joined us on the premise of becoming a Yakuza, and those that were sent in to help from other clans, they were receiving harsh discipline. This is worse than I imagined. You'd be ready for the army receiving this kind of training. I understand why street gangs are more popular. But there are still some that come here with an admiration for the Yakuza. And the friction between the Yakuza and street gangs is beginning to weaken with the lines becoming blurred. Some clans are even backing up street gang operations. There is some influx of talent coming from street gangs. But damn, these guys are scary. Ugh, definitely don't want to go there. Every clan has their own tradition and style, but our clan seems to be quite conservative. That is to say…
Hey, Makimura, you haven't had lunch yet, right? Up for some curry?
We constantly have food. Curry, rice balls, snacks, cup noodles, stocked for people to eat. And it's the responsibility of the superiors to prepare this food, not the subordinates. Back in the day, the Yakuza took in many hungry vagrants. So the head of the clan would be judged by how well they fed their subordinates, and it became perceived as their duty to do so. No matter how destitute you could be, knowing that there would always be food when you returned to the office was important for maintaining loyalty to the clan. I don't know how common this practice is today, but our boss, currently in prison, has always made sure to keep food available for everyone. Noguchi-san, the junior head, always talks about how grateful he is for that. That's why he works to keep the tradition going. It doesn't have to be you that does all the cooking.
What are you saying? You know I make the best curry.
He seems so frightening, but is actually very thoughtful and caring. But this kind of at-home feeling, some may not like it. This curry's delicious. It has a rich taste.
Yeah, I put some corned beef in it. You like it?
Corned beef, I see.
You want to take some home? I've got some tubbers and a load of rice.
Crap, I can't be getting all comfy here. How am I gonna get out? And here comes along the new office worker, Kaduka.
You two applied to the front company and got tricked into working here, right? Doesn't it suck here?
All he does is bother me with his chatter. No, I wouldn't say that.
Really? You're different from all the other guys here. You're an executive and don't even have tattoos. The pay and benefits aren't bad, but it's still a fraud, don't you think?
That I agree.
I guess I'll find some excuses to get out before I'm stuck here. How about we ditch together or go consult a lawyer or the police?
I must admit, it's tempting, but I've already got involved in straight-up illegal activity. The online dating site I first made is loaded with decoys, which is illegal, and I've recently started to help out with the underground casino. There's way too much shinogi that I could be credited for. I can't stay, but don't know what to do. As I was stressing out, the war was getting critical. My clan, the Imagawa, is a subordinate of the Oban clan. And within this clan, there are two factions, the Ogura-an and the Koshi-an. who have always been going at each other.
That hit that the boss carried out. It was actually supposed to be the duty of the Ogeron, but they forced it upon us. I'm not gonna tolerate this anymore. We're siding with the Koshion.
And then…
Makimura, supply him with a gat and make him go threaten him.
By him, do you mean Kaduka? Sure, Kaduka remains to work here even after realizing we're Yakuza. But he's still just an office worker, not a henchman. And he hasn't gotten involved in any shady activities either. But Noguchi-san wanted me to trick him into thinking he's already just as responsible for the illegal activity as the rest of us. That'll drain him of hope and cause him to comply. At least, according to him. But that should be done by the henchmen.
We can't afford to lose any more henchmen right now. I know he's trying to quit anyways. We're giving him good pay. We can't let him off the hook that easy. He deserves to do some dirty work. Got it, Makimura?
I've never tricked or threatened people. What do I do if he rejects? The only people I've ever bossed around are my parents. I was just a lazy bum until a while ago. Damn it, I hate Yakuzas. They all end up being evil. But what am I to do? I thought it over hard. And… I raided the office of the Ogeron. I returned to the office and reported to Noguchi-san.
Shot? You shot him? You?
Yes, because you said to threaten them?
You shoot at the gate or a wall, not at people! And why the hell did you go yourself? What are you thinking? This is why amateurs are risky. You've gone over the line.
What?
It can't be helped. Go turn yourself in. There's no way we can hide this.
Seriously? I'm getting arrested? But it's my first offense. I'll get a suspension, right? I was lectured by Noguchi-san and a lawyer on how to confess, how to act in court, even how to spend my time in prison before I went to turn myself in. And I got sentenced to 5 years in prison, no suspension. Whoa, 5 years? 5 years is 5 years? I'm going to prison for 5 years? Is this a joke? I was just a lazy-ass bum. You don't get arrested for being a bum, right? It took me a while to grasp things, but life in prison was actually very peaceful. My status as a Yakuza kept a lot of the trouble away. And I have no other worries here. No shinogi, no war, nothing to fear, just an orderly life and prison labor. 5 years here, maybe it won't be so bad. And I started thinking, this might be my chance to become free. The boss will have returned by the time I'm out of here. The boss would let me go if I just sincerely ask, hopefully. Rather, they'll all have forgotten about me by the time I get out of here. Maybe I can just ditch them. And I was scheming my escape from the Yakuza while living in prison when…
I learned that you carried out the raid in my place. I cannot thank you enough. I've never had anyone do something for me other than my parents. I will work in your place until you return. We are all waiting for you. Please take care.
What the hell is this letter? Why am I being so glorified? Don't wait for me. I hope they don't come to pick me up when I'm released. I have a high possibility of getting parole due to my good behavior. But now, I'm worried about how to hide my release from them. Oh, I want to go home to my kids' room.
Thank you for watching our videos. We upload new videos every week. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Every comment helps our channel. Please feel free to leave your comments.